Do you recognize this baby? No, maybe this picture. Oh, not that picture. Okay, maybe this picture. If you haven't already guessed, my name is Alexa Ray Seary. I was born to my two wonderful parents, July 26, 1995. The second most important day in my life would have to be the day that my sister was born, March 30th, 1997. Amanda has been there for me by my side since I was 2 years old. Even though sometimes our age barrier gets in the way and we don't always get along, especially now, I can't thank her enough for being there by my side every single day. The third and final Seary sibling was born April 6, 1999. My little brother Jake is somewhat of someone that I idolize, believe it or not. He is a little genius. The reason that I really look up to Jake is because he never ever lets any social standard get in the way of his thinking, and he doesn't care what people think, and that's more than I can probably say for myself. Around the age of 11, stuff was already hard in school because I was always being bullied, but that wasn't the most of my problems. A lot of the reason I was a little emotionally unstable back in those days is because of my parents getting divorced. It was around 7th grade, I think. It was hard being in the middle and being the oldest child because I would always be the one who both of my parents talked to. I just like to think of it, the reason God put me through that was to make me a stronger person. Suddenly, the bullying became nothing. I had to be there for my little brother and sister, and that was the most important thing to me at that time. Built my maturity and my understanding a lot. The fifth moment I would have to say that is very significant in my life is freshman year when I met Dustin. He's been my best friend for 4 years now, and we've been together for about that long as well. He's just become someone who knows me for me and loves me for me. I don't know exactly if I know what love is, but to me that was the closest feeling, and I know that I'll never forget him, no matter what. I would like to say that my parents' divorce was the hardest thing that I've ever had to do in my life. Unfortunately, I can't. My sixth defining moment was the hardest moment that I've ever had to go through in my life. Up until this point, I had never dealt with death of a loved one. In March of my sophomore year, my friend Ashley Wright, was diagnosed with synovial sarcoma. This was the time that she passed away. Having to say goodbye to someone who was a good friend of mine was something that I never thought that I would have to experience. It felt unreal. I'll never forget my last words to Ashley, and I'll never forget her. I'll always miss her happy spirit. Having to say goodbye definitely tops the chart. It taught me that life wasn't fair, and it also gave me more faith that I would be able to see her again one day. Everything happens for a reason. That's what's gotten me through life. God needed another angel, and that's what Ashley was. Another moment that I would say was a defining moment in my life was when I got a job. It's actually not that crazy hard of a job. I got a job as a counter girl at Mom and Leah's, but it definitely taught me responsibility. It definitely gave me a small taste of, saving the adult world. It was a step up, and it was the first time that I actually felt like I was contributing to the world. After that is when I started to kind of get my act together. So I really appreciate my friend Jen for getting me the job there. This year was a big year for me. I got more involved with school than I ever have been before. Nothing keeps me going more than my media family. My media family is just every generation media classes. We kind of just get close together, and Mr. Otto is like the mom of the media family, and she's done so much for me, and it inspired me to actually go through with my passion of production and working with broadcasting, TV, and I'm really excited to pursue that as time goes on. Winning Best Overall was one of my favorite moments in life. I had always really been interested in editing, and it's been a hobby since I was little. I've been in classes since I got into high school. I actually entered every single year since the film festival started, which was my freshman year, and I never won a single thing. This year, I wasn't thinking that I was going to win anything, especially the very last title of Best Overall. I don't know if anybody saw, but I was bawling my eyes out during this time. I was just so sad to have the last film festival after all these years of being involved. And on top of that, I was overwhelmed with happiness that all of the hard work that I put in actually got me a place somewhere. I'm really appreciative of this moment. Last but not least would be my exception to Montclair. It's one of the only schools in New Jersey who has like a program specifically for like broadcasting. I got interviewed and I thought I did horrible on my interview. And I didn't even know if I was going to get into the school when I did my interview. I got my interview last minute with help of my friend Tyler, who told me about it. I had no idea about it. And what do you know, I actually got in. I look forward to attending Montclair, and I look forward to all the opportunities that this is going to bring me in my life.